Good morning, y'all. It's time for another morning message. And I want to tell you, God uses the little things to correct me and remind me to get back on track and to be in place. And so yesterday, I was so excited. I wanted to do a video, but it was late. But my husband, we went to hold hands. We were doing something. We were praying with the family. And I immediately just put my hand over his hand. You know how you hold somebody's hand and it's just comfortable to hold it one way. So I went to hold it and he corrected me and he said, no, I'm a man. I hold hands. So my hand was supposed to be on top in his hand. And I hadn't thought about it before, y'all. And so when he brought it to my attention, I was kind of like, wait, I like holding it this way. And I didn't even realize that even though it's comfortable, even though it felt comfortable to hold his hand the other way, that's not order. That's not what God said. God said that the man holds the hand. Just as when we're in God's hands, we should be held by him. There's submission in that. There's comfort in that. There's order in that. And so as I looked down and I saw his hands, I had an epiphany and my eyes were open and I can see. And lately God has just been opening my eyes. But what was so amazing is that I understood. I looked down and I understood. See, Kimberly would have been like, hey, why are you telling me how to hold hands? Or that's not fair. I just want to hold your hand. That's a small thing. It's not a big thing. Oh, but the way God does stuff, y'all have to understand that God will take the little things, the small things to confound those that don't know, confound the wise. And so he took that little small thing and I put my hand in his hand and I realized I'm safe. I'm secure. If I would just put my hand in his hand instead of trying to put my hand on the outside and maneuver things and do things my own way, that's not why I have a husband. That's not why I have a helpmate. It's to put my hand in his hand and allow his hands at the bottom, these man hands, to be able to hold my hands, my dainty lady hands. And so that's where we are in God, y'all. He's trying to hold us and we're trying to get on the outside of his hand and help him and show him how it's done and try to support his hand. But God is saying, you get in my hand. Let me show you where I need to take you. Let me show you what I need to do with you. And so I love how God takes the little things, y'all, and I'm so excited. I just wanted to share it with you this morning. Now listen, put your hand in God's hands. Put your hands in the Master's hands. He is in control. He knows what you need. He knows where to take you. He knows what he's doing in your life. He knows what season you're in, and he wants to bless you. Listen, it's the same thing, wives, for our husbands. Put your hand in your husband's hand. Let him protect you. Let him hold you. Let him mold you as you're doing the same thing for him. And I realized even though my hand is in his hand, it's still not that it's not important, because when my hand is in his hand, I can hold his hand, I can caress his hand, I can put everything that I have inside of my hand and add to what he's already holding up. The foundation that's already built, I'm coming in and I'm bringing something different to the table. So that blessed me, y'all. That encouraged me, y'all. And I hope it blesses you on this Monday morning, that put your hand in the Master's hand. And if you're a wife, put your hand in your husband's hand. Trust him. Be submissive. Go where he wants to take you. Trust the God in him that you're going where he wants you to go, where God wants you to go. Trust him. I love y'all. Y'all have a fantastic Monday.